Have you ever noticed how your memory doesn't feel quite the same anymore? You walk into the kitchen and stop, trying to remember why you came in. You forget a word that used to come so easily. You tell yourself, it's just getting older. But what if it's not age? What if something else, something quiet, something you don't even notice, is slowly stealing your memory away? Not a disease, not your genetics, a simple habit that creeps into your life day after day until your once sharp mind starts to fade in ways that feel almost invisible. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what this silent habit is, how it damages your memory, and most importantly, how to stop it before it goes any further. So stay with me, because this might be one of the most important things you'll ever do for your brain. As we get older, it's easy to think memory loss is just part of the deal, but studies show that's not entirely true. There are 80-year-olds with razor-sharp minds and 60-year-olds who can't remember what they did yesterday. So what makes the difference? It often comes down to how much we use and challenge our brain. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through connection, real human connection. The silent habit that's quietly stealing memory from millions of older adults is isolation, the slow drift away from people, from conversations, from stimulation. It doesn't happen overnight. Maybe your friends move away. Maybe your spouse passes. Maybe your kids are busy, and you start spending more and more time alone. At first, it feels fine, even peaceful. But over time, that quiet becomes too quiet, and that's when the brain begins to change. Researchers at Johns Hopkins, Harvard, and the National Institute on Aging have all found the same thing. When we spend long periods of time with little social interaction, our brains actually shrink in the areas responsible for memory and learning. Loneliness and isolation raise stress hormones like cortisol, which damage brain cells and weaken the neural connections that help us store and recall memories. Think of it like a muscle. If you stop using it, it starts to weaken. Your memory works the same way. Conversations, laughter, shared stories, they're not just pleasant, they're workouts for the brain. When we talk, listen, and connect, we engage multiple brain regions at once. We recall names, interpret expressions, choose words, form ideas, all in real time. That constant firing keeps memory circuits alive and strong. But when days pass in silence, the opposite happens. The brain gets less stimulation. The networks for memory, language, and emotional awareness slow down. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to forget a little more often. I want you to imagine this. Two neighbors, both 75. One spends most days alone watching TV. The other walks to the park twice a week, chats with the same group of friends, joins the small book club, and calls his daughter every evening. Same age, same neighborhood, same genes. But studies show the second woman is far less likely to suffer from cognitive decline. Why? Because her brain is being exercised through those social moments, tiny as they seem. Her memory gets small, daily workouts. Meanwhile, her quiet neighbor's brain is slowly starving for stimulation. He isn't doing anything wrong, but the habit of isolation is quietly stealing his sharpness. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not lonely. I just like my peace and quiet. And that's okay. Alone time is healthy. But there's a difference between solitude and isolation. Solitude is chosen. Isolation is when life slowly closes in, and we stop engaging with the world. It's when we go days without meaningful conversation, when we avoid activities because they feel tiring, or when we convince ourselves that people are too busy for us. That's the trap, and it's the silence itself that hurts the brain. Here's what scientists have discovered. When the brain receives less social and emotional input, it becomes less efficient at filtering and storing memories. Without regular interaction, neurons lose some of their connections, like roads fading from lack of traffic. That's why social engagement is considered just as important for brain health as sleep, exercise, and nutrition. You don't need a crowd or constant noise, just meaningful contact. A good conversation, a shared laugh, a story told face-to-face or over the phone. Those moments light up your brain like fireworks. They reduce stress hormones, boost dopamine, and strengthen the hippocampus, the part of your brain that handles memory. So, if you've noticed your memory slipping lately, start by asking, how often do I truly connect? Not just scrolling through pictures or reading texts, but hearing another voice, sharing thoughts, being part of something. When researchers followed thousands of older adults over several years, they found something remarkable. Those who engaged socially at least twice a week kept their memory functions stronger for much longer. Some even delayed dementia symptoms by up to 5 years. That's incredible, and it shows it's never too late to make a change. If the past few years have pulled you away from people, that's okay. You can start small. Reach out to one friend. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a local group, a walking club, a church circle, a volunteer activity, or simply talk to your neighbors when you see them outside. It might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've grown used to silence, but those small actions build momentum. And as you do it, notice how you feel. More alert, more grounded, more alive. That's your brain reawakening. I know for many older adults, connection is harder now. Friends have passed, family members are busy, mobility isn't what it used to be. But technology can be your ally. Video calls, online community groups, or even friendly voice chats can stimulate your brain just as well as in-person conversations. What matters most is interaction, real engagement. The truth is, the brain never stops learning. It just needs to be used, and staying connected is one of the simplest, most powerful ways to keep your memory strong. So the next time you catch yourself spending another day in silence, remember, that quiet might feel harmless, but over time, it's the quiet that steals your memory. Talk to someone today. Reconnect with the world. Give your brain the gift of conversation, laughter, and life. Because every word you speak, every story you share, every moment of connection keeps your memory alive. If this message spoke to you, please subscribe to this channel. We share practical, science-based ways to keep your mind sharp, your heart full, and your later years vibrant. And if you know someone who's been a little too quiet lately, someone you care about, share this video with them. You might help them protect something priceless, their memory. Thank you for watching, and remember, connection is not just good for the soul, it's medicine for the mind.